Good morning, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, April 21st. We're looking at window traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So a bunch of things potentially happening here this morning. Remember, very important, we had inside weeks for all three of our indices. ES and NQ had inside days. Now, there's still 90 minutes to go prior to the opening, but for now, we're potentially looking to gap below out of an inside day to the downside and possibly out of an inside week to the downside. Okay? Remains to be seen yet. As far as righty goes, they did not have an inside day, and right now they're trading inside Friday's range at the lower end. So if, it wouldn't be an inside day down, that's for sure. And right now they're nowhere near their weekly low. So a little different for righty as opposed to ES and NQ right now. Again, a lot can change. Now, please keep in mind, even if that occurs in the bigger picture, right, we're still in balance. Right? Now, the weekly, you could have called down to balance or balance because of the inside week. You want to say they're down again, fine. But I'm telling you, nothing is changing until you take out the yearly low, 48.67. And don't forget, the overnight is the yearly low. But at least to come out of balance in regular trading hours, you have to take out 48.67 in ES, okay? And in NQ, 16.674. Monthly is down. You want to call the weekly back down if we take out last week's low? That is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But again, those parameters I just told you are the ones that you have to come out of. It is a huge balance. Okay? So we'll see which side tries to attack the balance low or the balance high first. Obviously, the bears are getting a decent start this week. But it means nothing yet. We'll see if the daily gap holds. We'll see if we get a weekly gap. All right, we always talk about hump levels. Well, if we do gap lower, bears are going to want to defend last week's low, so it's an inside week down. And if they fail to defend that, they certainly want to defend Friday's low, which is the inside day down. They give those back up, well, then really nothing was accomplished. What do the bulls want to defend? Well, I'll tell you what, there's not a lot to defend just yet. There really isn't. You have the trend day from that Wednesday. Maybe they would want to defend the 50.87 level, which would keep them out of the lower distribution from that window in ES and in NQ, 17.598. Those would be the next big levels that the bulls would try to defend to keep them out of the lower distribution from that Wednesday's range. Okay? Game plan early. Again, there's 90 minutes to go, but we'll see where the overnight lows are. If we're close to them, the overnight is 100% short, basically. Yes, it is. NQ, basically it is. So again, can you front run the overnight low? Well, let's see at 9:30 where we are. That's why you need to be in this trading room. If you're in this trading room, start at 9:15, you're going to get all these game plan, right? We narrow and tailor the game plan for both the bulls and the bears. You always give both sides. Okay? Even though the bears are going to probably be firmly in control, we always give both sides. But right now, with value, gap, and indices, the bears are going to have the ball in their corner. Okay? So, again, if you get the overnight lows right away, well, then if we still have the weekly gap, first push up against the weekly gap fill, I would short it. Again, at the daily gap fill. If we don't get the overnight lows and start filling the weekly gap and heading towards the daily gap, well, then I'd be a little more cautious. Again, get yourselves into this trading room to understand what trading really is all about on an intraday basis, if you call yourself a day trader. Okay? And then chart-wise, so, right, the monthly candle was pretty good looking for a while. Well, it's starting to change. I said it's a monthly candle. We don't know yet. So we'll see how much of this we take back. So the monthly is firmly down. The weekly is down to balance because you had an inside week. Again, it takes out the weekly low. You want to call it straight back down? I have no problem with that. You want to still call it balance? I have no problem with that. Again, nothing's changing until you take out this low. Okay? Just so you know. And then on the daily, one huge balance. One huge balance. Okay? So that's basically where we stand right now. Good luck trading today. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.